Hello students, Namaste. How are you? Exercise. Today I start exercise 3.2 of chapter 3, pair of linear equations in two variables of standard 10. In part 2 we have studied about exercise 3.1. Today in this part 3 we shall study about forming equations and obtain the solution graphically. Okay. So let us start example 1, number 1. Okay. I read the sum. 10 students of class 10 took part in a mathematics quiz. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz. That means they have given us two things, that total sum of students is 10, girls is 4 more than boys. They have not said us 4 times, 4 more than boys. Okay. So from these two information we have to make the linear pair of linear equations in two variables. So for that what we shall do now, let x be the number of girls. You may take boys also, but I take x for girls, number of girls, and y be the number of boys. Clear? And we have said that from given information, we said right that from given information, equation become as follows. Equations become as follows. Number 1, total students 10, that means x plus y is equal to 10. Second equation, here you may write that x is where x is greater than y. That means girls is number of girls greater than number of boys. So if x is greater than y, how much greater? 4. So to make equality sign, we have to add 4 on which side, right side or left side. This number is already greater. So to make equal, we have to add here 4. Okay. So if you add 4 here, then x and y become same. X is greater than y, but if you add 4 here, then both become same. So I get second equation and I write like this: x, take y on this side. So x minus y is equal to 4. This is our second equation. And this is our first equation. You may take constant term here or here, then it becomes standard form. But these two equations we have formed algebraically. And now question is what? Form the equation and find the solution by graphically method. Clear? So here we get two equations. Now I have already said in part 1 that if you take ratio a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2, if they are not equal, then we get unique solution. So before drawing graph, you predict that which type of line you get. You get parallel line, intersecting line, or you may get coincident line. Clear? And I repeat, if you get unique solution or infinite solution, then this pair is known as consistent. Clear? And if you don't get parallel or unique solution, means parallel line or coincident line, then you get parallel lines, and that system is known as inconsistent. Okay? So here a1 upon a2, 1, 1. Orally you decide 1, 1, 1 upon 1, 1. First ratio 1. Second 1 upon minus 1. Minus sign is there. So 1 upon minus 1 is minus 1, and 1 and minus 1 both are not equal. That means A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2. Don't bother about C1 upon C2 because these two ratios are not equal, then we get unique solution. Both line if you draw, then it intersects at one and only one point. And now here from these two equations you have to make the table for drawing the graph. And if you draw the graph, then it looks like this. I have already drawn. See all of you. First of all, I make two tables, and from that two tables, I have drawn the graph. I have drawn x-axis, y-axis, and both lines intersect at which point you see here 7, 3 means x coordinate 7, y coordinate is 3. Clear? Y coordinate is 3. Okay? So this way unique solution you get. Unique solution means if you draw the graph, then both lines intersect at one and only one point. And I obtain 7, 3 is the point of intersection. Now how to make the table again? I repeat. X plus y is equal to 10. Therefore x equal to 10 minus y. Y goes on this side. Make the table for first line. X, y. This equation is very simple. Okay, so you make the table very easily. See, put y equal to say 7. Then you get 10 minus 7. X is equal to 3. X is depend upon y. Okay, you may take any value of y, but don't take greater value because in graph paper that should be wrong. Now in y equal to say 5, then x equal to 10 minus 5 is 5. You may take y is equal to say 4. Then 10 minus 4 is 6. So these three order pair, if you make order pair, then x coordinate come first. Don't put point 7 to 3, 3 to 7. Okay. Then 5 to 5, other order pair. Then 6 to 4. Clear? So this is this way you have to plot the graph, means x-axis, y-axis, and 3 to 7, 5 to 5, 6 to 4, and you will obtain the graph as I have shown you. This is for first. Now second equation you make the table. Therefore x equal to what? Y plus 4. Already here x equal to y plus 4. So now you make second table. X, y. Take y is equal to 0. 0 plus 4, 4. Take y equal to minus 4. Then minus 4 plus 4, 0. If you take y equal to say 1, then x equal to 5. Okay. And I give you homework, and you do in graph paper, then you will obtain what is the value of x and y here in the graph paper. In the graph paper, x coordinate you get 7 and y coordinate you get 3. Okay, y coordinate 3. So 7 at 7, 3 both line intersect each other, and from this table also you can get, see, 7, 3. That means if you take x value, y value 3. If you put here 3, then minus 3 goes on this side and x equal to 7. Here is x equal to, if you take here y equal to 3, suppose. Then you get 10 minus 3, 7. So 7, 3, 7, 3 comes in both the table. Otherwise, if you draw the graph, then also 7, 3 satisfy both the equation. Clear? So our answer is correct because see, 7 and 4, 7 and 3, 7 is 4 more than this value or not? So our answer is correct. The number of girls are 7 and the number of boys are 3, and this value is 4 more than that value. If you put this true value here, then both values satisfy the equation 7 plus 3, 10. Here 7 minus 3, 4. So both equations satisfy, so our answer is clear. And now I start second one. In second also you have to make the table and draw the graph and find the solution. Okay, so here for example 1, number 1 answer at last you have to write the number of girls are 7, number of boys are 3. Now I do second one. I did the sum, second sum. They say that 5 pencils and 7 pens. Instead of boys and girls, they have written 5, number of pencils 5, number of pens 7. Together cost rupees 50. And to purchase 5 pencils and 7 pens, you have to pay 50 rupees for that. Whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens together, the cost is rupees 46. So 2 informations are given. And from that you have to make the 2 linear equation, pair of linear equation in 2 variables. And then they say that find the cost of 1 pencil and 1 pen. Okay? So you have to find cost, not number of given. You have to find cost of pencil and pen. So here what we shall write, let x rupees x be the cost of 1 pencil and rupees y be the cost of 1 pen. Okay? From given information, that statement is common. Otherwise, you have to write all things. Okay? So, write from given information, equation become as follows. Equations become as follows. Number 1, first statement, how many pencils? 5 pencils. So x rupees for 1 pencil. So how many pencils? 5 pencils. That means x how many times? 5 times. 5x plus 7y. Number of pens are 7. And total cost is given. How many rupees? 50. Second equation, now interchange the number of pencil and pen, 7 pencils. And how many pens? 5 pens. The total cost is rupees 46. Okay, so we have formed 2 equations. So answer 1 is ready, 2 equations. Now second question, to solve this equation by graphical means find the value of x and y such that if you put in both equations then both must be satisfied. Now you see that here coefficients are 5, 7, 7, 5 constant term. So in above case there is no x plus y is equal to 10, x minus y is equal to minus 4. That type of simple equation we get. So to obtain that type of equation, here one thing I want to say that, see here what is the value of A1? 5. And see opposite number, opposite coefficient B2 is also 5. So 5, 5, 7, 7. If this happen, then make it into reduced form. For that you have to write these 2 equations how many times? 2 times. To obtain simple equation, if opposite numbers are same, A1, B2 and A2, B1 are same, then you have to write these 2 equations how many times? 2 times. To obtain easiest equation. Clear? So, one time you have to add these 2 equations and another time you have to change the sign. That means you have to do subtraction of 1 from second. So, if this 5, 5, 7, 7, 12, 12, 3, 3 same, then one time you have to add, one time you have to subtract. So you get 12x plus 12y is equal to 6, 5 plus 4, 9. And if you, all these terms are divisible by 12, so if you divide all the term by 12, then 12 is 96. Don't forget to divide 96 by 12. Clear? Otherwise it will be wrong. So divide all the terms by 12. So you get simple equation. You obtain from these two, you get very simple equation. No, in first example we have written x plus y is equal to 10, like that or not? X plus y is equal to 8. Now we subtract these two equations, then we get 5 minus 7 is minus 2x plus 2y is equal to 50 minus 46 is 4. If you divide it by 2, then you get minus x plus y is equal to 2. Divide all the terms by 2. So these two equations are in very simple form. So answer at last you have to answer the first equation I give name x plus y is equal to 8. Second equation x minus x plus y is equal to 2. So in this way I obtain two equations. Now it is very easy to make the table of these two equations, and if you draw the graph, then it looks like this. Second graph I have also drawn, and I will show you. You get this type of both lines, okay? And both intersect at which point 3, 5 exactly. And so x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is 5. So if you draw the graph, then you get a unique solution, because here ratio is a1 upon a2 already minus 1. And here 1 upon 1, 1. So minus 1 not equal to 1. So you get unique solution, both lines intersect at one point. And what is that point? I have shown you that is x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is 5, 3, 5. So your answer is 3, 5. So that means 3 plus 5 both satisfy the solutions. Both satisfy the given pair of equation. 3 plus 5, 8. Minus 3 plus 5 plus 2. 5 minus 3, 2. So 3, 5 satisfy both equations. That means your answer is right. Clear? So I give you homework to draw the graph of this. You make the table yourself. Here x equal to or y equal to whatever you write. If you write y equal to, then it is at 8 minus x. Y equal to 2 plus x. And you choose the value of x and you obtain the value of y. And we draw the graph yourself. Okay. So that I give up to you. Now I do second sum, example 2. So this way graphically method you can solve the equations. Now example 3, I come to example 2. Yes, in example 2 they have said you that on comparing the ratios a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2, c1 upon c2, find out whether the lines representing the following pairs of linear equations intersect at a point are parallel or coincident. So there are 3 sums. You have given 3 sums. Each of has 2 pairs of equation. And observing the ratio, you have to predict that lines intersect at one point, or they are parallel or coincident. Only that you have to predict. Okay, you have not to draw the graph. Only you have to say which type of intersection of 2 lines. Okay. So So first question is like this: 5x minus 4y plus 8 equal to 0. Second equation: 7x plus 6y minus 9 equal to 0. Second, 9x plus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0. 18x plus 6y plus 24 equal to 0. Okay, first I do sums. Okay. So, what is the question? You have given two equations. You have not to make any type of equation. They have given us pair of equations in two variables, and only you have to predict that which type of lines are. So here you have to write, you compare this equation with a1x plus b1y plus c1. Compare this with a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Then what is the value of a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2? That you have to mention. Okay? And then you have to show that here, find the ratio a1 upon a2. a1 is 5, you may write directly also a2 is 7. Clear? So I first find first ratio. Then b1 upon b2, what is the value of b1 upon b2? Minus 4 upon 6. If you simplify, then you get minus 2 upon 3. 2 to the 4, 2 3 the 6, minus sign. Be careful, don't forget to put minus sign. Okay? So minus 2 upon 3. Here a1 upon a2 not equal to b1 upon b2. See, both ratios are not equal. So why you bother about c1 upon c2? You get first case. No, as I have explained you in part 1 and part 2. If your first two ratios are not equal, then lines are which type? Lines are, both lines intersect at unique point. So answer is what? Here a1 upon a2 not equal to b1 upon b2. Therefore, both lines intersect at unique point. Unique point means one and only one point. This is the answer. So, three cases are there. If two ratios not equal, then unique point. Three ratios same, then you get coincident lines. a1 upon a2 equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. Three ratios are same, then you get infinite solution, coincident lines. Okay? And first two ratios equal and third is not equal, then lines are parallel. Okay? So here in second case we shall see that which type of ratio you obtain. So here a1 upon a2 is equal to 9 upon 18. 9 to the 18, reduce come, you have to do simplify. So you get ratio, value of ratio is 1 upon 2. Now b1 upon b2. Upon 6. It is again 1 upon 2. See, both ratios are equal. So now you have to find third ratio. It is also equal, then you can confirm that which type of case that may be. So third ratio here I write C1 upon C2. So C1 upon C2, 12 upon 24. 12 to the 24. So it is again 1 upon 2. See, all ratios are equal. See, all has same value. A1 upon A2, 1 upon 2. B1 upon B2, 1 upon 2. C1 upon C2, 1 upon 2. So we get this type of ratio. Here you have to write. Therefore, A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2 is equal to 1 upon 2. All has 1 upon 2 value. See. And therefore we can say that without drawing graph, we can say that both lines are coincident. If you make the table, then you get all the points on one line. Clear? So L1 is also this line, L2 is also this line. So coincident lines you obtain. So answer is what? Lines are coincident. So answer, ratios are equal, therefore answer, lines are, means both lines. Here two lines are there, so I write both lines are coincident. Coincident and consistent meaning are different. Coincident means same line, L1 and L2. Table, if you draw the table, whatever point comes for L1, that point at that line you get points of other line also. Clear? So together both points of together table is lies on the same line. So L1 and L2 are coincident lines, and here intersecting lines. And third case, they have given third example. Now you decide, okay, yourself which type of ratio you get and which type of lines you obtain in the graph. Without running graph, you can predict that which type of lines are there. So it saves our time also. Third number, they have said us 6x minus 3y plus 10 equal to 0, 2x minus y plus 9 equal to 0. Yes. Okay. So here a1 upon a2 is what? 6 upon 2, b1 upon b2. Yes. Which sign you have to say? Minus 3 upon minus 1. Don't put here variable. Some students by mistake will put variable also. Only you have to write coefficient. C1 upon C2. After I simplify this ratio, first I put 10 upon 9. So here 2 3 is 6. And here minus minus plus. So you get 3. So here a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 both are same. So do simplification, otherwise you say that both are not equal. But see, if you simplify them, you get same value or not. So be careful, these two ratios are same and third ratios are not equal. So which case I obtain both? Last case, here we get a1 upon a2 equal to b1 upon b2. Is not equal to third ratio C1 upon C2. Clear? Both first two are same and third is not same. So you get which type of lines? Yes, parallel lines. So second example, you have not to draw the graph, only you have to see the ratio and you have to predict. In MCQ, if they ask, then you orally you see the ratios and you give the answer. No need to do all this. Clear? So it is very easy, and these three cases you have to remember. Okay, so then you can get the answer. In example 3 is also depend upon that in this case. If a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, or a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. If two cases are there, the system is called consistent system. And this system is called not inconsistent. Not consistent means inconsistent system. Okay. So third sum is also based upon this, and third example we shall do later on. Okay.